What is going on, guys? Disney Dan here, and welcome back into the channel, and welcome to episode 6 of Disney Fiasco. What a crazy week. There's been so much to talk about, so much to do, and we've got a brand new segment here on this channel. First and foremost, we have to welcome back our co-hosts. First up, he is Kingpin Corey Fiasco. How's it going, Corey?
Great, my man. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing absolutely amazing this week. And we also are joined once again by hashtag Red Rapunzel. I'm going to keep saying.
I like that.
Mickey's Magic. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, Dan. Thank you.
Awesome. So this week is going to be really interesting. We've decided to do something a little bit different. And take a break from the normal round the table discussions, top 10 kind of thing. And we are going to be doing our own fact and fiction. Hey Miguel, how's it going? Welcome to Fact or Fiction Disney Fiasco episode number 6. How are you doing today? How was your trip to Magic Kingdom with everybody this week? But this week has been very busy this week. Meaghan, you did your first live stream this week. How do you think it went? I thought it was amazing. I thought it was absolutely amazing to watch.
Thank you. I don't know. I was so surprised that people actually came and watched me and stayed on for 2 hours. So.
And there were, I think Miguel was saying in his live stream earlier today that he watched the whole 2 hours on the replay, and I think that's what made everything so appealing, because everyone loved just listening to you for 2 hours. Hey Kay Atwood, hey D, how's it going? Welcome to Disney Fiasco. Episode number 6. And Corey, wow, your channel keeps building and building. It is still going absolutely crazy. You've passed 500 subscribers. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
And it's just been awesome. I just also want to say thanks to everybody who checked out my 100th video this week. I know with everything that's been going on, Resort TV 1 reaching 30,000 subs. Everyone, you know, AJ from the Kingdom Times getting over 100 subs. Everyone's been hitting these milestones. For me, I hit a milestone this week, and it was 100 videos, and it was just amazing. Hey, Twinkle Bell. I think this is your first time into Disney Fiasco, so welcome.
Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining us tonight.
And if you are new to Disney Fiasco, this is when we come on every week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 12 a.m. if you live in the UK. I think that's just me. And we normally do a top 10 or the best of Walt Disney World or Disney. But this week we have decided to do a new segment called Disney Fact or Fiction. Now this will involve everybody in the chat, not as well as Corey and Meaghan. Now, I have set out lots and lots of facts or maybe fiction statements about Walt Disney World or Disney or Walt Disney or the movies, and you have to guess whether they are fact or fiction. Now, a lot of these questions are from this book right here, which is the Walt Disney World Trivia Book by Lou Mongello, who is a friend of mine. If you haven't heard of WDW Radio, please go and check him out. He's an absolute inspiration to me, and he wrote this trivia book. And he has been writing this book with Dave Smith, who is the archivist of the Disney company. So he has all the backstories, all the stories that go into his trivia books. So all these facts and fictions, you know, if they are true, they are true. And you might be, you'll be like, no way, that's not believable, but it is. So before we get started, I just want to say leave a like, subscribe to everybody's channel. Please go subscribe to my partner channels, Corey Fiasco and Mickey's Magic. And just share out the stream, guys. Share out the stream. We know we have like Resort TV One celebrating their 30,000 30,000 subscriber, but it'll be absolutely awesome to share it out on Twitter and wherever you can. So, guys, are you ready?
I am ready.
Guys in the chat, are you ready to play Fact or Fiction?
Aye, Captain.
All right. So I think what we'll do is we will go Corey, then Meaghan, then Corey, then Meaghan, and we'll just split it up like that. Okay? Do you guys want to do like a point system?
Ooh.
I don't know.
I think
we should be very competitive here.
I think we should do a point system. Getting ready for Jeopardy tomorrow night on a Disney Life for Me's channel with Miguel and Daniela. This could be a little bit of a practice. Okay. So we are going to do a point system. If you get it right, then you get a point. If not, we'll just move on to the next one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip a coin to see who goes first. All right. Meaghan, heads or tails?
Oh, heads.
Tails, Corey. All right. Now, you can choose any topic. You can choose like a Walt Disney question, a Disney general question, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, or Animal Kingdom. Anything you want.
Walt Disney General.
All right. Okay. Walt Disney General. Okay. So this could be anything. Anything to do with the parks, anything to do with Walt Disney. And I think we'll start off with the man himself, Walt Disney. Okay, guys, are you ready in the chat for your first question as well for Corey? Now, Walt Disney is known for his quotes, okay? He is known for, you know, it all started by a mouse, or it's fun to do the impossible. But one quote is, if you can dream it, you can do it. Now, is this an authentic Walt Disney quote? Is that fact
It is
or
fiction.
So, Corey's going with fiction. Guys in the chat, is this fact or fiction? If you can dream it, you can do it. What does everybody think? What does everybody think? Corey has said it is fiction. We got 7 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for stopping by.
Final answer.
Final answer. Fiction. Fiction. Mickey's Magic's going fiction, but it's not your turn. So, Disney Freak. Welcome, Disney Freak. You're going with fact. Awesome. Now, so, if you can dream it, you can do it is actually fiction. Corey, you get a point. Now, do you know why it's fiction?
Yes.
Go for it.
It was actually an employee that worked on a project that said that, right?
Yep. So this quote was by a Disney Imagineer called Tom Fitzgerald, who created which old Epcot attraction?
Was it the carousel of? No, that's not Epcot.
Not in Epcot.
Spaceship Earth.
Not quite. It was Horizons.
Okay.
It was Horizons. So Tom Fitzgerald created Horizons, and the song in Horizons was "If you can dream it, we can do it," and that kind of escalated. The quote became so famous it became Walt Disney. It kind of resonated to Walt Disney's, but it's not a Walt Disney quote. Awesome, great job, guys. Who else went fiction? We had Twinkle Bell went fiction. Good job. Disney Freak, I'm going to pretend you said fiction there, so good job as well. All right, Meaghan, we are up to you. What would you like?
Ooh, okay, I think I'll go for Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. Okay. So, we are going to be in Magic Kingdom, and we are looking at Main Street, USA. This is the turn of the century. It's not Marceline, Missouri. This was a town, you know, that was going from gas to electric lights. But can you tell me whether there was or is a Chinese restaurant on Main Street, USA? Is that fact or fiction?
I don't think there's one. So if it's say fiction, I don't know.
Fiction. What about the guys in the chat? Is there a Chinese restaurant in Main Street, USA?
I feel like this is a trick question.
What do we think? What do we think? I'm going to take the first person's answers who's in the chat. So, who thinks it's fact? So, Meaghan has gone with fiction. Fiction, says Kay. Well, so in Lou Mongello's Walt Disney World Trivia Book, it is fact. Now,
it was a trick.
Now, if you are looking for an actual Chinese restaurant, you won't find a Chinese restaurant per se. But you have to remember that you are walking into a town, you are walking back in time into the turn of the century, Midwestern American town, and if you look above Casey's Corner, you will see a sign, a poster, an advertisement, a window of a Chinese restaurant in the window, indicating that there is a Chinese restaurant on the second floor above Casey's Corner. Wow. So, it's kind of a two-way question. So, it's fiction because there's not actually one there, and you can't actually go and sit down and eat Chinese food. But there is a sign, and there is an advertisement for it. So, it's a kind of a trick question. So, unfortunately, according to the trivia book, it's fact. So I'm very sorry about that one.
That's okay. I learned something new.
Good job, guys. Okay. Corey.
I definitely learned something new, too.
So when you go to Main Street USA, have a look above Casey's Corner. I think it's in the second window across. You'll find a advertisement for the Chinese restaurant. Okay. Corey, we are back to you.
I'll do Magic Kingdom as well. Give me a Magic Kingdom one.
Awesome. Okay. So, let's head over to Frontierland. Frontierland has amazing attractions, Big Thunder Mountain, Country Bear Jamboree, and Splash Mountain. Now, Splash Mountain wasn't called Splash Mountain to start with. It was proposed by other names. It had other names that it could have been instead of Splash Mountain. One of the names was the Zippity Doo Dah River Run. Is this fact or fiction?
That is a fact.
All right. So that, in fact, is a fact. That Splash Mountain was originally going to be called the Zippity Doo Dah River Run. Yeah. So. Twinkle, yes, that was fact. Yeah. So it had many other names, but Tony Baxter, I'm sure you've heard of Tony Baxter, the Imagineer, who created a lot of the Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom, Epcot attractions. He went with Zippity Doo Dah River Run before he changed it to Splash Mountain. Good job. Okay. So okay, Meaghan, you're gonna come back here definitely.
Given all the questions that I know to Corey, you can tell that my competitive side is coming.
It's good practice for tomorrow.
Just wait for tomorrow, yeah.
I'm going to lose tomorrow, definitely.
No, you're going to totally for sure.
Big shout out to Disney Life and Me, Daniela and Miguel for Jeopardy night tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where it'll be myself, Mickey's Magic, and Wishing Mouse on Jeopardy night. So please go show them some love. Okay, we are back to you, Meaghan. Where would you like to go?
I guess I could do it like a classic Walt question.
All right. Walt Disney never signed autographs. Is this fact or fiction?
Oh, I feel like he did. I saw it in Saving Mr. Banks, so I know that's a movie, but I feel like he probably did. So I'm gonna say fact. Don't look at me that way, Jay. I'm gonna say fact. I'm probably gonna get it wrong. I feel like he signed them in Saving Mr. Banks, so.
Alright, so Walt Disney never signed autographs. You're going with fact. What does people in the chat think? What do people in the chat? Hey Samantha Paxton, welcome. We are doing Disney fact or fiction, so you've got to tell me. Actually, I'm going to ask you right now, Samantha Paxton. I'm calling you out right now. Walt Disney never signed autographs. Is that fact or fiction? Meaghan says that's... Did you say fact? Meaghan, did you say that was fact or fiction?
Wait. He
What?
never signed... I think he signed autographs.
So you're going with fiction.
Yeah.
Okay, so K Atwood says it's fact. He never did. I thought the same thing as Meg, so we've gone 50-50 on this one. K Atwood, you are correct. He never signed autographs. If you go back to Saving Mr. Banks with Tom Hanks, he actually pulled out like a autograph card.
Oh, that's what I'm mixing it up.
Yeah, so it is a fact that Walt Disney never signed an autograph. Welcome, Rob Fuzz. How are you doing today? Welcome to Disney Fiasco, Disney Fact or Fiction. Which I'll need your help, Rob. I'll need your help to tell me whether things are fact or fiction. So, unfortunately, it was fact. So, Corey, back to you. Back to you.
All right, I'm gonna do another Walt Disney General.
All right. Okay, Walt Disney General. So one of the biggest bands of all time are the Beatles. And they had such an incredible career. But is it a fact that the Beatles broke up at Disney's Polynesian resort? Is that fact or fiction?
Ooh. I'm going to just go with fiction because I've never heard of that.
Alright, so what do we think in the chat? Did the Beatles finally break up at Disney's Polynesian resort?
If that's true, though, that's pretty incredible.
Kale says fact. Rob Fuzz says fact. Samantha goes fiction.
That's his music.
Kay Atwood and Rob Fuzz, you are absolutely correct. Brian, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Actually, it is good morning for me because it's past midnight. Good morning. We are playing Fact or Fiction, Disney Fact or Fiction, and I need your help. People point out the room John Lennon signed the paperwork. So, yes, Rob, you are correct. Kay Atwood, you are correct. The Beatles did actually break up at Disney's Polynesian resort, which is quite surprising. Out of all places, the Beatles, they would break up there, the happiest place on earth, the biggest band of all time. It was indeed a fact.
That's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely a crazy, crazy story. Meaghan, what would you like to go for?
I'm just going to mix up and say, like, Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, alright. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Before Camp Mickey and Minnie, so before the World of Pandora, there was Camp Mickey and Minnie, the land was called Beastly Kingdom. So before Camp Mickey and Minnie, the land that, before it became Camp Mickey and Minnie, was called Beastly Kingdom. Welcome, Wishing Mouse. Welcome to Disney Fiasco and Disney Fact or Fiction.
So you're asking me if that's fact or fiction. I think it's fact.
So, before Camp Mickey and Minnie, the land was called Beastly Kingdom. So they actually created a land that was Beastly Kingdom. Is that fact or fiction? And you're going with fact.
Yes, fact.
I'm going to pretend you said fiction and say good job.
Fiction. Thanks, Dan, you misheard me.
Yeah, I misheard you. Yeah, I'm going to give you a point for that one. So unfortunately, Camp Mickey and Minnie was there from day one, but they were thinking of a land that was going to become Beastly Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right, which is why the poster for Disney's Animal Kingdom has a what on it? Bonus point.
A dragon, right?
A dragon, right. So, right in the middle of Disney's Animal Kingdom logo is a dragon, and that was meant to be for Beastly Kingdom. Unfortunately, that didn't come to be. They were going to have such incredible animatronics with things like centaurs, minotaurs, sphinxes, gorgons, all these like mythological creatures, but it never ever happened. Now, for me, I wish they would do that. I think it would be great. But, yeah, that never actually came to be. So it always was Camp Mickey and Minnie before it became the world of Avatar. So, unfortunately, no points on that one. No problem. I'm going to Animal Kingdom now, Wishing Mouse. Awesome. You're going to have to take some pictures and show us in the chat.
Go to Beastly Kingdom.
Go to Beastly Kingdom.
Yeah.
And if you see a dragon, please just let us know.
You're in the wrong park. You're Universal.
Actually, there was when the new Fantasyland opened. I don't know if you guys had seen, but they actually had like a dragon that was flying when the new Fantasyland opened, and you can go back. I think this is in like 2012. You can actually find that. It was really, really awesome. So, unfortunately, no points on that one. Right, we are 2-0. Corey, you are 2 up, and it's your turn.
Did you say Hollywood Studios was an option?
Hollywood Studios is an option.
Let's do Hollywood Studios.
All right. So, okay. So, in the 2000s, a little film called Mulan came along, which became very, very popular, and they started doing meet and greets with Mulan and Mushu. But, fact or fiction, Mulan had its own parade at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Hey, Cargo, how is it going? May I come in, please? You are absolutely welcome to come into my live stream anytime you would like.
I'm going with fact.
Okay, so the question.
There was something out by the theater.
So the question was, fact or fiction? Mulan had its own parade at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Samantha Paxton says fact. Agreeing with you, Corey. Kay Atwood says false. I want to know what Cargo and Gloan and Wishing Mouse say. What do you guys say about Mulan having its own parade? Now, Disney's Hollywood Studios had what is it? Hercules. I don't know why I stalled on that one. They had Hercules parade, but they also had a Mulan parade. So yes, Mulan had its own parade. It only was for around 2 months or 3 months, but Mulan did in fact have its own parade at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So good job, Samantha Paxton and Corey. So you got an extra point. Well done. All right. Okay, comeback time. Meaghan, comeback time.
Okay, maybe I'll go back to Magic Kingdom.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. Now, when you think of Walt Disney World, what is probably the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Magic Kingdom?
Cinderella's Castle.
Cinderella's Castle. Now, when you are in Florida, what else do you think about in Florida as a whole? What happens normally around August to October time?
Halloween.
In August?
Mickey's Most Scary Halloween Party starts August 17th.
Close, but I'm more talking about hurricanes.
Oh, yeah,
hurricanes. Now, is it fact or fiction that Cinderella's castle can easily be dismantled in the case of a huge hurricane? Yes, food and wine. Food is definitely calling, Cargo. Cinderella's castle can easily be dismounted in the case of a huge hurricane. Is that fact or fiction?
Okay. I feel like it's not true. So I guess I'll say fiction. I know that they didn't do anything about it. It can withstand hurricane winds. Because it did in Hurricane Irma, so.
Yep. Firstly, I just got to say welcome, Baymax. Baymax is back.
Thank you.
Okay, Baymax, don't play favorites.
And we got Angela W. Welcome. It is in fact fiction. Cinderella's castle cannot be taken down or dismantled by cranes in case of a hurricane. Everything is bolted and welded shut. It is physically impossible. And also, if there is a hurricane coming, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to drag out cranes in the middle of the park to try and dismantle the castle. It just wouldn't make any sense whatsoever. So, yes, it is fiction. And like most buildings in Walt Disney World, they all can survive hurricanes. Most buildings can survive hurricanes. Awesome. So, Meaghan, you are on the board. And well done, everybody in the chat. Kate Atwood, Samantha, Angela, Miguel, all of you guys got it right. Cargo. It was all fiction. Well done. Okay. Corey, we are back to you.
Yes, and thankfully we have a healthcare companion on site now, so let him know if you need anything. And I'll do another Disney General.
Disney General.
Throw a Disney General my way.
All right. So going back to a couple of years ago, I was a cast member at Disney's Contemporary Resort and Bay Lake Tower. Now, connecting these two resorts is a bridge. Now, fact or fiction, this bridge, like the Contempo Cafe at Contemporary Resort, is called the Contempo Bridge. Is that fact or fiction?
Taking a shot in the dark here and saying it's fact.
Okay, what does everybody else think in the chat? Is the bridge connecting Disney's Contemporary Resort the Contempo Bridge? D says it's fiction. Miguel says it's fiction. It is in fact fiction. It is fiction. It is not called the Contempo Bridge. In the chat, does anybody know what it is called? If not, I will tell you guys what it was. Anybody know? I'm tempted to say fact. Cargo, it was fiction, unfortunately. Good job, everybody else. Cargo, I'm going to pretend you said fiction. Yeah, so the reason why I said it was Contempo Bridge, because obviously the Contempo Cafe, maybe there was a link. But in fact, that bridge is called the Skyway Bridge, taking inspiration from the Skyway at Magic Kingdom before they took it down. And then also they're doing the Skyway gondola system that they're building right now. But that is called the Skyway Bridge. So we're still 3-1. Dan wants everyone to win. Yeah, I want there's no losers, right? Everyone's a winner. That's my book. Meaghan, back to you.
Okay, I think we're gonna head back to Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom. I'm running out. Oh gosh, okay, I'm running out of questions. Right, here we go. All right. Prince Charming's Regal Carousel at Magic Kingdom in Fantasyland. Is that attraction the oldest attraction? Just period. Is that the oldest attraction? Hey Kenny, how's it going? We're playing Disney Fact or Fiction.
Oh, I feel like this is a trick question. I'm trying to think, because I know there are some really old attractions, but I feel like that one is probably the oldest, right? I mean, I'm going to say fact. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it.
All right, so we have Fiction by Twinkle Bell. We have Fact by Samantha Paxton. We got Fact by Kate Atwood. Miguel says it's fact, and it is fact. All right, so this attraction is older than Disneyland in California. This carousel, I'm just looking at my notes, that's probably why everyone is looking at the side, why I'm looking at the side. I got so into the contest that I burned my steak. Oh no! Oh no, Rob!
I'm sorry, Rob.
Rob, I like well done steaks, so if you want to send it over, feel free. So, the Prince Charming Regal Carousel was actually built in 1917 by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, and it was known as the Liberty Carousel, okay? And then it was moved to New Jersey, and it was refurbed. It had a refurbishment in 1928, and then Disney restored it in 1967, and then Magic Kingdom opened in 1971.
Wow.
So it is older than Walt Disney World, it is older than Disneyland. It's probably the oldest, it is the oldest attraction in the whole of Disney. And also, if my math is correct, it's probably the most expensive because of all the horses and how old they are and how they're restored. I'm not sure exactly how much each horse is worth, but that attraction alone is very old and very expensive. So, good job, Meaghan. All right, we are catching up. We are 3-2. Wow, Disneyland is almost as old as me. Cargo, you are not that old. Not at all.
That's like the coolest fact ever.
Yeah,
Right?
It's awesome.
It's now every time you think every time you go on the carousel, you'll be like, oh my gosh, think about how many people have ridden this carousel.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna appreciate it more now.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to talk about the carousel. I could do a whole show about the carousel. It's such an overlooked attraction, even though it's right in the center of Fantasyland.
Right.
Because everyone's like, oh, it's just a normal carousel. We see this at the fun fair, whatever. But no, it's very special. Corey, you are now only one ahead, but can you make it two? We are back to you.
Give me an Epcot.
An Epcot, okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Fact or fiction, Epcot. All 11 countries in in World Showcase were represented on opening day in 1982. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Going with fiction. What does everybody in the chat think? All 11 countries were represented on opening day in 1982. Cargo says it's fiction. Samantha says it's fiction. Angela says it's fiction. I think we can see a trend. It is, in fact, fiction. Do you know how many countries were represented?
Was it like 6 or 7? I don't know exactly.
A little bit more than that. It was 9.
Okay.
9 countries were represented. Do you know which ones weren't represented?
Kind of guessing.
Go for it.
Norway?
Yep.
Morocco, because they needed to have more work done.
Yep, exactly. So Morocco, Morocco and Norway are the two that were not there from opening day. And that's, and obviously they had to bring in people who specifically designed those two pavilions, especially Morocco. The Prince of Morocco visited Epcot, and they told him all about, what needs to be featured and get the colours right. So, yeah. So all the other countries were represented apart from Morocco and Norway. Well done. Okay, we are 4-2. Good job, everybody in the chat. A lot of you guys said fiction, and you were close with how many countries were represented. Meaghan, we are back to you.
Let's head on over to Hollywood Studios again.
Okay. Okay. One of my favorite attractions that sadly had gone away very recently was the Great Movie Ride. Which I think we all loved, and I think everybody in the chat, I think, loved as well. But is it fact or fiction that The Lord of the Rings was meant to be featured in the Great Movie Ride?
Oh, of course you give me this question. Ooh, I would say, oh my gosh, I think that's fiction. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think of, so they had Indiana Jones, they had Alien, they had The Wizard of Oz, they had Singing in the Rain. I'm gonna just go with fiction, because that's what my gut is telling me. I don't know.
Going with fiction. All right. So we have had a couple of different answers. We've had Samantha Paxer saying fact, Miguel saying fiction, Anders saying fiction. Hey Haley, how's it going? Unfortunately, it was fact that there were talks of Peter Jackson selling The Lord of the Rings to Disney to feature in the Great Movie Ride, but Peter Jackson got a better offer from Universal Studios and decided to go with them instead. So unfortunately, it was, they did have ideas of being in the Great Movie Ride under the adventure kind of genre, but unfortunately it fell through, deals fell through, and it didn't come to be. So unfortunately it is fact, but it would have been great to have Frodo and Gandalf and
I know, right?
Tolkien would have rolled over in his grave, Miguel. That's really funny. Alright, so we are still... Okay, 4-2. Corey, where would you like to go?
Let's do general.
General questions, okay. Right. This is a random question, and you've got to go for it, okay? Fact or fiction? Each year, there is enough ketchup packets are handed out each and every day at Walt Disney World, and if you put them end to end, it can stretch from Magic Kingdom all the way to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Is that fact or fiction?
What's a very specific distance?
Yeah, right.
I have a very creative brain if this may be fact or fiction.
I don't know how many ketchup packets are handed out, but because of how specific it is, I'm gonna say fact.
It is fact. It is fact. Now, it's a very random question. I've got to thank Lou Mongello from WDW Radio, who I don't know how he worked that out. But apparently every year, if you lined up a ketchup packet from end to end, from Magic Kingdom all the way to, it will reach Minneapolis. And it's crazy. I think we'd have to retest that theory, because that was done a couple of years ago. So, but apparently that is true. Apparently. Meaghan, we are back to you.
Okay, let's see. I guess we could go for Animal Kingdom.
All right. So it is 5-2. We are going to make this 5-3. Okay. Not that I'm on anyone's side. I just want it to be a close game. All right. Okay. Let's go with this one. Let's go with It's Tough to Be a Bug. Under the Tree of Life. Now, originally, this attraction was never really meant to be an attraction. This was actually meant to be a restaurant called Roots. Is that fact or fiction?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I just gotta go for either one. Let's say, I think I just have to say fact, because I feel like that's also very specific.
So, Miguel has gone with fact, but Daniela has gone with fiction. I bet there's a lot of discussion in the household there. Samantha Paxton says it's fiction. Who else have we got? Kay Albert says fact. Twinklebell says fact. It is fact. It is, in fact, fact.
Miguel said you mentioned that when we were guests on your show, so Miguel, you paid attention, and apparently I did, unconsciously.
Yes, so if you guys remembered, that's when I was writing that question.
I wanted to draw everyone out.
But yeah, it is in fact fact. Awesome. Okay. 5-3, like I said. That's what was going to happen. I wanted to throw everyone off. D, you're going to try and deceive a lot of people. All right, Corey, 5-3, 6-3. Can you do it?
Let's go back to Epcot.
Epcot, okay. Let's stay with World Showcase. The Equatorial Africa, Spain, and Israel were all originally planned for World Showcase. Is that fact or fiction?
I know some of them were, but I don't know if all of them were. And I also know Spain is a topic for them potentially adding in the future.
Yep.
But I don't know if that's an original plan or not. But I'm gonna go with fiction just because I don't think all three of them were. I might be wrong though.
Well, I've got to say, Miguel and Cargo and Kay, you are absolutely right. It is fact. Equatorial Africa, we kind of already have that African, it's not really a pavilion, but that area already in World Showcase. Spain has always been a country that I think Epcot and Disney have always wanted. And Israel also wanted, they also wanted Israel because of its religious history. They also asked them for their to be part of World Showcase as well. So yes, Africa, Spain, and Israel were originally planned. So this is good for you, Meaghan, because you can catch up and make it 4-5.
Ooh,
4
okay.
to 5. All right.
So what questions do we have left?
So we have some Magic Kingdom questions. We have some Epcot questions. We have 1 or 2 Hollywood Studios questions. We still have some from each category left.
I'm going to do Magic Kingdom because that's my park.
Awesome. Hey Sonic, how's it going? Welcome to Disney Fiasco. We're playing Disney Fact or Fiction, so I'll need your help. So we're going to Magic Kingdom. Now, we are going over to Liberty Square, to the Hall of Presidents. But more specifically, we are looking in the foyer, the front room of the Hall of Presidents, before you go in to the actual theatre. Now, fact or fiction, the presidential seal is located in that room of the Hall of Presidents.
I think that's fact. I think it's in the center of the room. I think it's in the carpet.
All right. What do we think in the chat? Cargo, you have a question. I would love to hear your question. So what did I miss? We are playing fact or fiction. There have been questions that I've been asking whether they are fact or fiction. The question now is, the presidential seal in the Hall of Presidents is located right there. I'm American. I don't need to go into the Hall of Presidents. Well, I need to go into the Hall of Presidents because I'm not American. But welcome, Steph. Welcome into Disney Fiasco. It's really good to see you. Kate Atwood says it's fiction. Miguel says it's fiction. Samantha Paxton says it's fiction. But Meaghan, you're going with fact.
I said Miguel says it's fiction, so it must be.
It is fiction. And I'll tell you why. Yes, there is a seal. You can clearly see the seal in the Hall of Presidents. But is it the presidential seal? No. It is in fact the Great Seal of the United States. And why is it the Great Seal of the United States? Because it says the Great Seal of the United States.
Nice.
Whereas in the in the Oval Office, it says the presidential seal. Mm-hmm. If it was the presidential seal, they would have to ring up. They would have to ask for the permission in Congress to get the rights to use it. And there is no record of Disney going to Congress and trying to get the presidential seal in the Hall of Presidents. That's why they went with the Great Seal.
Wow.
So it's a common misconception, but unfortunately, yeah, it's not the presidential seal. It is the Great Seal, unfortunately. Yeah.
I was so certain of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, there was if you go back a couple of months ago and watch WDW Couple, they were looking at interesting facts in Liberty Square, and she says it's the presidential seal, and she does literally a pan view of it. And I was so tempted to write, it's not the presidential seal, it's the Great Seal, but I was like, no, I can't say that.
Taylor, get it together.
Right, Cargo, what was your question? When does Disney Fiasco become Disney Fiasco Magic, or will it be Disney's Magical Fiasco? Oh my gosh. I think we could call it from now on. Let's call it from now on. Disney's Magical Fiasco?
I feel like that's so long. Oh my goodness.
We'll think of some names. We'll go
to the drawing board.
We'll go back to the drawing board on it.
Marco, come up with a different name.
Hey Rob, hopefully the steak isn't too burnt. And hopefully you had a lovely dinner because food was definitely cooling. Right, Corey, we are back to you.
Let's go back to Epcot.
Epcot, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fact or fiction? Captain EO, which has been replaced by the new Pixar show. Captain EO was originally was meant to have Madonna as the villain in Captain EO.
Fact.
Going with fact. What do you guys think in the chat? Madonna was meant to be the villain in Captain EO. Cargo says fact. Steph, I agree with Cargo. I have no clue, Miguel. Fact says Steph. Fiction says Rob. Rob, you are correct. Madonna had nothing to do with Captain EO, I'm afraid. But she was kind of around that time. But no, they already had one big star in Michael Jackson. I don't think they would have coped with two massive stars. So no, that is in fact fiction. Meaghan, where would you like to go?
Oh, okay, let's just do a classic Walt one, like an overall Disney one.
Overall Disney. I actually don't have any Walt Disney specific ones left, actually.
Okay.
Unless you want me to ask one out of my Walt Disney World Trivia book.
Doesn't matter. Whatever. I could do one that you already have.
Okay. All right. Let's. I'll pick one for you. And actually, because Steph is here, Steph, I'm sure you will be on this one.
Is this Dumbo?
It's to do with Dumbo. Okay. Fact or fiction? Dumbo, the ride, was the first attraction to be based on Disney's earliest full-length animated movie. So the first movie that Disney ever created became an attraction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that fact or fiction?
Oh. I feel like I'm going to step on my own toes again. I think it's fact. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, Steph said fiction.
Steph says fiction. Rob says fiction. Anybody in the chat, can you name another movie that came before Dumbo that became... Aha!
Snow White's
Fiction.
Scary Adventure.
Snow White's Scary Adventures. As we know, Snow White was the first movie that Walt Disney created, and that was then Snow White's Scary Adventures. So Dumbo, unfortunately, was not. Sorry, Meaghan. It's still 5.
So I think... Wait, so, sorry.
Go for
Were
it.
you asking which movie came out first that had a ride, or which ride came out first?
Which movie?
Oh, I knew that Snow White. It's 1937. First animated full-length feature.
Do you want to do a reading?
No, that's totally okay. That's totally okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. Corey, 5 to 3. What would you like?
Okay. Let's do. Is there any more Epcots?
There is 2 more. So you'd
Alright,
like to
let's
do an
do
Epcot? Okay.
Let's head over there.
Canada and Mexico were deliberately placed where they were. Is that fact or fiction?
Fact.
It was fact. Do you know why Canada and Mexico were placed there?
Okay. So I'm going with Disney World being in the United States and being sandwiched in between Mexico and Canada. You can go one way for Mexico and one way for Canada, and the World Showcase is set up in a similar way.
Yeah. So wherever you go, wherever you start, obviously you'll leave the United States through Mexico or through Canada and go off to see the rest of the world. And at some point you would have to come back through one way or the other. And that's what they tried to do. And that's why America, if you look on the bridge facing World Showcase, you'll have Mexico on the left, Canada on the right, and America in the middle, because America is sandwiched between the two. Good job. All right. So we have facts. Steph and Samantha said fiction, but I'm going to pretend you said fact. All right, Meaghan, where would you like to go?
Wherever the Disney Fiasco train takes me.
All right, I have one for you. Okay, fact or fiction? You could meet Barbie at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
I'm just going to go ahead and say fiction. I don't think that's right.
Let's see what's in the chat. Could you have met Barbie at Disney's Hollywood Studios or MGM? Meaghan says fiction. Barbie. Ken's Barbie.
I've been getting every other one wrong, so.
At Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Oh, Rob says in the past, yes, fact.
Kay says fiction. Miguel says fiction. So, Rob, you are partly correct. You could have met Barbie, but not at Hollywood Studios. Do you know where?
I have no idea.
It'll be at Epcot, because in 1994, Epcot was celebrating its 12th year anniversary for some reason, because you celebrate 12 years. And they brought in Barbie, and Barbie had her own parade. You could meet her in the World Showcase. She would travel the world, go to the glitz and glamour of Paris and the US and Japan. But yeah, you could have met Barbie at Epcot, but not at Hollywood Studios. So it was a trick question. All right, 6-3. Okay, we have time for 2 more, and I'm going to pick them. All right, let's see. Corey, we are going to go over to the studios. Now, okay, so, see ya, Angela, thank you so much for stopping by.
Have a good one, Angela.
Remember, guys, to leave a like button and subscribe to everybody's channels. Thank you so much. But we've got 2 more questions. Now, Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are going back to Disney's MGM Studios. And in the 1990s, Disney and MGM hosted a show called WCW, World Championship Wrestling. And they used to record the show just outside at the main gate at Disney's MGM Studios. Is that fact or fiction?
I'm going to say fiction.
All right, what does the chat say? Miguel says fact. Rob says fiction. Samantha says fact. It is, in fact, fact. Now, in the 1990s, if you were a big wrestling fan, paid WCW to have their matches and shows filmed there. And we all know who Hulk Hogan was, and he actually signed his deal to work with WCW in the streets of America.
Wow.
And that's why his fingerprints are outside the Great Movie Ride. So it is in fact a fact that WCW did perform shows outside Disney's Hollywood Studios.
That's awesome.
Awesome, because it was a real studio. It's like Miguel was saying, it was a real studio. They did, create TV shows and films there. And yeah, Rob was right. Hulk Hogan filmed a movie at MGM Studios once, and I can't remember which one it was. You're going to have to leave it in the description box or in the comments. Right, last question. Where would I like to go for you, Meaghan? Let's see. Let's see. Where could I go? Let's go with...
Oh, that's cool, Rob. He said they filmed productions where Toy Story Mania is now.
Oh, that's awesome. I think because there was like, if you look above Toy Story, there's like Studio A or Studio 1 or 2 near the ABC commissary. I think that might have been, were the studio lots. Okay, here we go. Last question. Hope you're ready. Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Now, Disney originally wanted to go with Guns N' Roses. Is that fact or fiction?
Oh gosh. Can I phone a friend? Can I phone Rob? I feel like he's gonna know this. I don't know. I don't go on that ride either. I feel like Aerosmith's pretty cool.
Yep.
Oh, everyone else in the chat saying fact. I feel like I'm gonna cheat then. Fiction.
Good job. It's fiction. Well done. Okay. So, Rock and Roller Coaster, starring Aerosmith, was actually meant to be the Rolling Stones. Now, the Rolling Stones wanted too much money, which was offered by Disney, and that way they went to Aerosmith instead. And that's why I asked if Guns N' Roses were, but Guns N' Roses had nothing to do with Rock and Roller Coaster, unfortunately. So we had fiction, fact. Awesome. So, on scores, Corey, 6 points. Meaghan, 4 points. And the chat, I don't know how many points you guys, everybody won in the chat. But Kay, you did really well. Rob, Miguel, Angela, but awesome. I don't know how you guys felt about fact or fiction. Guys, what did you think of fact or fiction? It would be something you would like us to do maybe once a month. Maybe we'll bring on maybe some different people for fact or fiction, whatever you guys want. Maybe we can have like 3 people compete. Maybe Corey, Meaghan, and a special guest. That might be kind of cool to do fact or fiction.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun, and like I just learned a lot, and I'm really glad I did. So thank you, Dan, for putting that together. And,
thank you so much, Dan. Really
cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody in the chat. You guys are absolutely incredible. I just want to say, us 3 are all partner channels. So please go share some love to everybody. Go share some love to Corey Fiasco and Mickey's Magic. We've got so many great videos coming up. Anything you guys want to plug? Any upcoming videos you want to say and want to talk about very, very quickly? Meaghan, you want to go first?
I just filmed a video, if you guys are interested in Disney pin trading, about buying different pins on eBay. And then I also had my first live stream last night. If you guys want to check out the replay of that and leave me a comment, tell me how I did on it. I was really nervous.
Awesome. Well, your live stream was absolutely amazing. I think we all really, really much enjoyed it. Thank you, Rob. I will take that into consideration. Thank you so much. I will do that. And yeah, your eBay advice has definitely helped me and definitely a lot of people. So again, thank you. And Corey, your channel is still growing like rapid pace. Anything you want to plug? Any upcoming videos?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. So me and Haley are going to be in Toy Story Land in 9 days.
Woo!
And there's going to be a lot coming out of that. So look forward to those videos with me.
Awesome. Awesome. And you can go and follow on Instagram Corey Fiasco, on Pin Fiasco, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Meaghan, it's Mickey's Magic on both Twitter and Instagram?
Mickey's Magic 28, that's it.
Mickey's Magic 28. Awesome. For me, just want to follow everybody else on Twitter and Instagram. Go share some love in the chat. I just want to say really, really quickly thank you to everybody. I hit my 100th video this week. It was absolutely amazing. I think I gave everybody a shout out and a little montage at the end. It was really, really special and was absolutely awesome. And also I'm starting a new series, and I'm reacting to The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody on Disney Channel, and episode 2 will be out this week. So hopefully you guys will be in to see that. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed Disney's Fact or Fiction. Thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you everybody who stopped by. Cargo, Twinkle Bell, this is your first time here. Thank you so much. Rob Fuzz, amazing support. Thank you so much. Angela, Haley, Kay, Baymax is powered down for a little bit, I think. And just very quickly, how many days have we got left till Disney? I know you got 9 days till Disney, Corey, right?
Right. So I will be here next weekend, and we leave Monday. Monday. Yep.
Awesome. And we look forward to seeing your vlogs and live streams at Disney.
Yes. So I will definitely pop up a live stream when we're in Toy Story Land.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. And before we send everybody over to Wishing Mouse, who is live at Walt Disney World right now, Meaghan, how many days till Disney?
Oh, I get to make my fast passes on July 1st. Nice. So I don't know how many days.
Well, it must be what, about around 60-ish days.
Oh, pretty close, yeah.
Pretty close.
Let's see. Today is what? Today's okay. So the 30th, then like 67 days.
67 days. Awesome. And I've got 37 days, so I'm super excited.
Yay!
Woohoo! So guys, remember, check everybody out tomorrow night at Disney Life for Me with Daniela and Miguel, where we got Jeopardy night, where myself, Mickey's Magic, Meaghan, and Wishing Mouse, who is live right now, which we'll send everybody over to in a sec, will be competing on Jeopardy. It's going to be super exciting, very competitive, and we're going to have such a great evening. All in all, just thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by Disney Fiasco, and we'll see you guys next week. As I always say, live your life with a smile each and every day, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye, guys. There you go. And we're